Hey everybody, today we're going to be drawing SpongeBob. It's going to be heaps of fun, so I hope you'll follow along with me until the end. Now you might be wondering why I'm actually underwater right now. Well, that is because this is where SpongeBob works at the Krusty Krab. So we're just going to duck inside before we start and see if we can say hello to him. So we're just inside now, and here is Mr. Krabs looking pretty cranky at SpongeBob. So we're actually just going to go and start drawing before Mr. Krabs beats me up as well. Alrighty, so today I'll be using a marker for the outline, and we'll use some textures later to colour in. So let's start by drawing the side of the head. So we're going to come right up near the top of our page, and we're just going to draw a little dot somewhere up near the top. And then we're just going to come down a bit, maybe around here, and do another little dot. So that's the top of the head, and this is the bottom. The whole head is sort of just a big, like a square shape. So then off the top bump, circle bit, we're just going to do some big wavy curves down to the second one, like this. And then when you get to this one here, we're going to stop, draw another little dot, maybe around here. The bottom part of the head is probably roughly halfway on the page. And then we can do these same curves to this one here. So then some little wavy bits there, because he is a sea sponge, sort of, isn't he? So, yeah, he's got to have the curves. Now we'll come back up to the top, in line with this, probably around here, and we'll do another little dot. And then we can do some more curves down and connect them there, like this. And then, obviously, we'll just connect the head, the top, with the same curves. Alright, so we've got his box head, and now we can draw the box pants. He's got SquarePants. That's why it's called SpongeBob SquarePants. So we're going to come just below the head, just in a little bit from the side, and we're just going to draw a little dot for the base of the pants, and then another dot here. This is basically a guideline so that then we can get really nice even dots. So make sure to take your time just to line it up and get it roughly in line with the head. And then we can just draw a straight line from the top of the, from the bottom of the head down to the dots. So do that. And then on the base, we're going to do another straight line to connect these two dots together. It's all right if it's a little bit wonky though. So we've got his pants. He actually has little bumps off the pants for the legs, where his legs are. So we're just going to do a little sort of, it comes out down on the right. So two lines out, come down, and then a straight line across the bottom. And then we'll do the exact same thing over here. So out, and then a straight line on the bottom. All right, and then we can draw the legs. So these are sort of cool. They're pretty much really narrow little straight line down. So they just come straight, and then they're both parallel with each other. Then we'll do the exact same thing on this side. So then two more straight lines, just roughly even with these, and they're parallel, and they just come off that bump at the base of the pants. And I like them because they're so skinny. And then once we've drawn them, we can just do a little curve at the bottom of each one for where his feet go into his shoes. So we'll draw the shoes now, because it looks like he's a peg-legged like pirate or something. So for the shoes, they basically will come off the outside of the right leg, and we'll just do a curve like this. And then off the front, we'll do another curve, because we imagine that the shoe comes from behind his leg. Then this curve is going to come down a bit, and then we're going to do another big curve up like this. Bring it down, because he's got these sort of like vintage, sort of old-fashioned shoes. So then off this curve here, then we can bring it straight line down, and another straight line up, and then we can sort of connect these lines here. It looks a bit weird, but it'll look better when it's coloured in. We'll do the same thing here over this side. So now we can draw the mouth and some of the other details around the head. So this will make him really look like SpongeBob. We're going to draw a nice smiling mouth, and it's going to be open. So we're going to just draw a little dot up here, and we'll come over here and we'll do one more little dot. And then we can do a dot just down near the base of the head, and then just one up a little bit. And these are the guidelines for where we're going to draw the mouth. So we're going to come off this top dot here, and we'll just do a nice curving line down to the bottom dot. And then we'll do the same thing here. So bring that curve around and then connect it up here. And then up the top here, we can just connect these two like this with another big curve like this. It's got these sort of cheek bits up the top. It's sort of where the mouth curves up and it moves the skin on his face. So we're going to draw those. So we're just going to come above the mouth and we'll just do a big curvy shape. It's like a big N shape, a bit sideways. And then we'll do the same thing over here. There. And then we can just draw two little lines. So one on each end of the mouth like this. And now we can draw the nose, and then we'll be able to draw the eyes. So the nose is just above the mouth, and it's just a big sort of N shape like this. All right, it is time for the eyes. So we're going to just do two big curves around the nose like this. So we're going to start by coming off the nose. Just draw a little line like this. And then we're just going to draw another little line on each side of this cheek part here. And so we're basically just going to draw a big circle around and try and connect all those lines together. So we'll just come up like this, big circle, comes across and then all the way down, and it can connect to the cheek where we do that line. And then off this bottom line here, we're going to draw another line and it connects to the nose. So we're sort of imagining that it goes behind the nose here. And then we're going to do another line. It comes off this first eye. And it's just going to come all the way around, connects back to the cheek like this one did here. So I'm going to bring it down into the cheek, and then we'll just draw another curving line to connect it all together. There. So he's got his cool eyes now. Looks a bit more like SpongeBob. So now we're going to draw the inside parts of the eyes. So these are like basically just two more little circles inside the first big circles that we did. And then inside those, we're just going to do another little circle. And then another little one here. There. So now we can draw the teeth on the mouth. So these are basically just two big box shapes coming down from the top of the mouth. All right, so now we can draw the arms. So this will be a lot of fun. We're going to come off the side of the body, and we're just going to come up probably around here. We'll just do a straight line down to just in line with this curve. And then we'll do the same thing over this side. And then once you get in line with this curve, we do a big curve around back into the body. So this is sort of the t-shirt part of the arm. And then we just have two straight parallel lines coming down from that on each one. So two more straight lines. And they come in line with his pants. And then we can draw the hands. So this is like, we'll do a big curve like this. It comes out, in, and then out. And then it'll curve around. And then we come off that and do another finger. Big curve out and in, sort of like a big curving U shape. And then we do another one, and then one more, and connect it back to the hand. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Now we can draw his tie. So this makes him look real fancy. Basically, we're going to come just off the base here of his body, and like the top head part, we'll just do a little curve down, and then this side will have to be longer because I've got that big curve here in the body. And then off that curve, we can then just do another one. Two lines out like this, and then two sharp ones in, and connect it here. So it looks like a tie then, which is what it is. And then on the sides of that, we can draw the collar for his shirt. So this just comes just off the tip of the tie, like where it connects back to the body. We'll do a straight line on each side there. Line them up so that they're even with each other. And then we'll do a straight line back into the body. There. All right, now we can draw the line on his pants, sort of where his pants come to his shirt. So just come halfway along the pants and just do a little line on each side. and then we'll just connect them together. So don't draw a line over the tie though. Make sure that it goes behind it. We just stop the line there and start it again here. Because we're imagining that the pants are behind the tie. Now on the pants, he's got sort of a belt buckle thing. So we're just going to draw a couple little rectangles all along his pants. So just maybe like 4 rectangles. And we'll just colour them in black later. Okie dokie. Now we're going to draw his socks. So we're going to come down to his legs here. And we're just going to draw a straight line just above halfway on each one. But it's time to colour, so I'm going to speed this part up. Just pause it whenever you need to. So we've finished drawing SpongeBob, and I think he looks really, really good. Remember that you can add other features in the background. You could add all the other characters from the SpongeBob cartoons and stuff. So that's really cool if you want to do that. Also, you could draw him again, and you could draw his mouth shut. Basically, how you do that, instead of doing this big black section down here, you just do one thin line. So it's really cool because you can change how he looks. So I hope you guys had heaps of fun drawing SpongeBob today. Now, I never actually got to say hi to him, so we're just going to quickly go back out there and see if we can say hi. I hope Mr. Krabs isn't still angry at him. So we're just back inside the Krusty Krab now, and Mr. Krabs is still very angry at SpongeBob. He's been yelling at him for at least 10 minutes while we've been drawing. I don't know, I can't really say hi to SpongeBob, but I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to get out of here before Mr. Krabs gets angry at me too.